you can absolutely have your person begging for your attention. Now, one thing that I've noticed from my own experiences is the more I've begged for their attention and validation, the more physically, emotionally, and mentally hurt I've been, in some cases even straight up broken up with. However, when I've flipped that script on its head, when I've started to validate myself and opened a void for them to chase me, they have filled that void. I've had people coming at me in such an amazing way, behaving differently, treating me differently, and it's been amazing. Even think of my example of being with Katie. At the beginning of our relationship, I was quite insecure, which led me to beg for validation and attention and reassurance. That then made it insufferable for her, and she walked away. I then take that step back, work on myself, live in the end, stop begging for attention, and I opened up that void for us to come together in a much healthier way. And in fact, that is what has happened. We are now together, many of you call us a power couple, and our relationship is amazing. Now that is entirely attainable for you, and in this video I intend to give you the steps or requirements in order to make that happen. So stick it out for the end to make sure that you know exactly what you need to do to have your person coming at you the way that you desire. The first step is to take a step back. Now before you click off this video, I want to preface that that doesn't mean move on. That doesn't mean find someone else. That doesn't mean let go of your specific person forever because you're never going to see them again. What it means is let go of the version of them that you are currently experiencing and take a step back so you can allow the shifts in them to start coming at you the way that you want. When we continuously beg for attention, or when we're constantly trying to get something out of our individual that they are currently not conformed to give, that is only showing our subconscious mind that we in fact don't have what it is that we want, and continues to play that script out so you will continue to experience it. While we absolutely are creating our life, it generally requires balance in this universe, which means if you're the one begging for attention and chasing, you are putting them in the chased role. You're going after them, they're going away from you, sort of thing. So what this taking a step back is it's not letting go of them or moving on from them or anything like that. It's just removing your negatively emotional and physical attention from them to open up the space between you for them to fill to start chasing you. Instead of you chasing and then running away, you're essentially taking a step back, quote unquote running away, to allow them to start chasing you. Because once that void is open, either one of you can fill it. Now, because you are the operant power of your reality, you can make the conscious decision as to who is going to fill it. Now, I can imagine you'd much rather have them chasing you and showing up for you in that way, as opposed to you begging for them and trying to get hold of them. And as you are the operant power of your reality, you absolutely do deserve the best. So take that step back and allow them to show up for you in the best possible way. Not only is it more freeing for you emotionally and mentally, but it actually will help you manifest them better because you are not coming at it from needy and lackful energy, therefore making it so that you're choosing your person as opposed to needing them. And taking a step back is literally just a case of when you feel yourself getting too emotionally invested or negatively upset, remind yourself of your power, validate yourself if you can, do things that you enjoy in that moment, practice breath work, essentially anything that will take your attention away from it in a negative sense, take your attention away from the negativity of this situation and either onto some positivity about it, i.e. it's done, it's mine, or something like that, or straight up removing it onto something else. And the more that you do this and practice this, the more you'll be making it a habit to bring that awareness back to you, to validate yourself, to open up that void, and they will begin to fill it. The second thing that you're going to want to do is step into the best version of yourself. Now with this point, I mean both internally, i.e. the way that you see yourself, and quite literally physically. If there are things about you that you wish to be better at, or you wish to do better or whatever, go for it. There's every reason why you should be trying to improve yourself if it's something that you want to do. But for the purposes of this, I generally do mean the way that you see yourself. For example, when trying to have someone pursue you and chase you and show up for you in the way that you want, you can't equally be sitting there thinking, but why would they? I'm a piece of shit, or I'm not good enough for that, or I'm not attractive enough or special enough, or insert any kind of negative self-talk. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to work on those beliefs. You're going to want to work on the way that you see yourself. Get an understanding of what it is that you actually do see about yourself and why you see that. Once you have an understanding of this, you can then create opposing stories. An example, if your story is that of not being attractive enough, you can start trying to physically work on your appearance. If it's things like you don't like the way that your hair is, get it done properly, or get it cut, or dye it, or something like that. You can go that route, or you can go the affirmations route, which is, or visuals, or whatever technique you want to do, which would be telling yourself the new story that I am attractive. Of course, SP adores me. I'm so attractive and best person for him, or people understand just how attractive I actually am. Things like that. Not the best examples, but you get the idea of what I'm going with. And by stepping into the best version of you, by changing what you see about yourself, and most importantly, making it so that you feel it can actually happen, i.e. this person chasing you and begging you because of who you are and all of these things that you're improving, that's going to allow them to come in. Because it doesn't matter how much space you give them, if you're equally saying to yourself, but why would they ever do that? I'm ugly, I'm unattractive, they're the same thing, I'm not good enough, yada yada yada, then of course those are the stories that you're going to be experiencing. So when you do take that step back, first point, then follow up with this one, which is become the best version of you, both internally and externally. Now when I say externally, one thing I want to preface is make the changes for you, not making the changes to get them. For example, if they've said that they don't like your brown hair, but you love it, don't go and dye it for them. Be authentic to yourself. Work on valuing yourself and becoming your own best friend and hype person. Because when you can do this, you're going to be showing your subconscious mind, I am good enough, I am attractive, I am whatever you've been working through. So of course they're going to show up for me that in that way. And your subconscious mind is going to take that in and push that out for you to experience, because you're now claiming that, well, why wouldn't they look at me as an individual? And your subconscious mind is merely just trying to prove the stories that you are telling by showing it in your experience. So become the best version of yourself internally and externally, and watch how they just do a complete 180, because your energy has done a complete 180, allowing for them to come back to you in the way that you want. Just want to say a big thank you for all of the support that you guys are constantly giving me. And for anyone who is new here, this channel is intended to explain the law of assumption and manifestation in a simple and understandable way so that you can make use of it. We cut through all of the fluff. We are completely honest and authentic on this channel. So if that's something that you're looking for in a manifestation coach, please consider subscribing. And if you do need one-to-one help to get you your desires, down below in the comment section and the description is the link to my Linktree, where you can find the links to my website and my membership. Thank you for allowing me some more of your time. Now into the final point. Now the third thing that you're going to want to do, and you probably could have guessed it already, is to live in the end. Similar to the second point, if you're sitting there saying that you're not good enough for them to show up for you in that way, then of course they're going to stay at a distance, because your subconscious mind is just pushing that out as proof. On this step, you're going to want to be claiming that they are showing up for you in that desired way, so that your subconscious mind can take that story in and actually push it out for you to experience. It's all well and good opening space for them, the first point, and it's all well and good becoming the best version of yourself, the second point. But if you're equally sat there saying, they don't show up for me, I haven't heard from them in so long, they're doing these negative things that I don't like, you're just reaffirming that and therefore recreating that. So for this third point, you're going to want to understand what you wish to be true, i.e., if it was an affirmation, I feel so happy that SP is chasing me. I feel so happy that SP is showing up for me in the best way. Things like that. And you're going to want to be claiming those things as your truth right now. Anytime your mind goes to a place of, well, they're not doing it, we're in no contact, something undesirable, catch it. No, that's not true, because in fact, SP is showing up for me. I'm so happy SP is showing up for me. And things like that. By doing this, you're going to be feeding your subconscious mind the story that your SP is showing up for you begging for your attention, being the person you want to be, whatever it is that you're going for, and therefore recreating it. You can do each one of these steps together and you will get the best possible results, because that's exactly what I did with Katie and in previous instances of my life. When we broke up, I went completely no contact and didn't check any socials or anything like that. That's that taking the step back point. While in the case of the breakup and sort of leading into when we actually reconciled, I realized what it was that was causing me to be the way that I was, and I started working on it. I started looking up self-improvement YouTubers. I started reading things on, confidence and body language and things like that. I started to actually work on myself so that I could become the best version of me, and I could actually see myself as someone she would genuinely want to, instead of needing to beg for the reassurance and beg for the validation. That's that second point. And I also lived in the end with the visualizations, the affirmations, and the scripts of us being reconciled, being back together, being in communication, and that's that third point. So everything that I have given you in this video today is exactly what I made use of, which got me back with Katie and has this relationship being better than anything I could have ever imagined for both of us. So I highly recommend you follow what I said here. I really hope it has been helpful. If it has, drop a like down below. I will be announcing the competition winner in this next video, which should be on Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you do need any one-to-one help, down below in the comment section and the description is the link to my website and my memberships, so I highly recommend you go check those out because they will help you get your specific person and what you have to lose. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you lovely people in the next one. Bye-bye.